Moving the body is the job of the coroner's office.
See if we can go
Why
to
do that
Tulane.
with the cherub?
If the day doesn't.
All right, so the day is going to end. Okay.
Going to confessional. By the way, there's a
Do you think that he would do that?
I don't know.
I don't think he's going to do that. Thank you all for playing. Next time. Now, it didn't help that Slayer and Mike did not pick up the pieces and help us out, and they died early.
May I help you, my child?
Yeah. I'd like to make a confession.
I'd like to make a confession.
That bread is
All
so
right.
good.
If it will make you feel better.
I've
I mean,
had a lot of
oh
women.
my God, lady, can you
A
please
lot?
be less enthusiastic with your life?
More than
I feel
10?
like you hyped me up.
Yes,
too
Father.
much.
More than 20?
Yes, Father.
More than 40?
Yes, Father.
Son, I don't think this is a matter for a priest. I think you need a good therapist.
Yes, Father.
Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Goodbye, then.
More
Peace
than
go
10?
with you.
Yes.
Yeah,
More than
sometimes how
15?
Sometimes how they program things in the games, it's kind of like, by the way,
You don't
there's
like
a dead guy in the pew. It was kind of like in Laura Bow 2,
Oh, yeah.
Dagger Van Raw, and they'd be like, there's a headless dude impaled by a pterodactyl in the middle of the floor, and people just walk on by.
Yeah.
It was just like,
What about the guy that was like, the head was in like this display of heads in the wall?
yeah, that was Ziggy's head.
And they're like, you know,
Then they cared, but I mean, everybody else was kind of,
I mean, seriously, the voice acting is pretty good overall. Of course it is. You know who's Gabriel Knight? Slayer. Gabriel Knight is Tim Curry. And also, mostly, the detective is Mark Hamill. These are the best damn actors in the business.
well, and Mark Hamill, so we know, ended up doing a lot of voice work.
Yeah,
too,
they did.
so-
I mean, and even Tim Curry that does a significant amount of voice acting in these video games. But Virginia Capers is also another well-known voice that is definitely well loved.
Yeah, so at least some of these, it wasn't just some Sierra
Yeah, it wasn't. It
employee
isn't
doing the
Sierra
voicing.
exactly.
So it was actual actors. Kind of makes me think of what happened when talkie movies were happening, like kind of what they were showing, Singing in the Rain, and there were some people that instead of overacting things or just doing whatever, that actually had to talk
Yeah.
and act. I kind of wonder if that helped with getting people that were actually like listening or something. Talking the same.
Well, I don't know Tim Curry's voice in English, but yeah, yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, he's the. They actually did a different Gabriel Knight in Gabriel Knight 2. Dean Erickson,
He did a good.
and he was good. He just wasn't Tim Curry good. And so
But they couldn't, I mean, unless they were going to overdub
well, and they couldn't
somebody else's voice or something.
probably afford Tim Curry, but then either is my guess.
I mean, they were trying to also because that was a full motion video game, find something that was a little like them. And,
True.
No, they
Conan O'Brien
Actually-
wasn't available.
I
Actually,
actually
I
think that-
wouldn't think his voice was great.
The thing that was actually kind of interesting, so that movie that you started watching last night, The Snowman, that had Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
This is an older Val Kilmer, and this might have been after he had his tracheotomy. So I think they're overdubbing somebody else's voice. Because there are times that you don't see his face, or when he's talking, it doesn't look like it's one-to-one.
I think they said that when it came out in 2018.
Yeah, so I think that's probably. I think that's post after. So.
Okay. So we're going to Tulane University.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
See if the. There.
Because this guy is oh so friendly. But it is a fact that Sierra would grab people
Knight,
out of their
you're
seats
back.
and bring them in for
Goody.
the voice actings and things. So it could have been some of the actors will be the programmers or the secretary or whatever of the.
Yeah, show the that snake thing. Oh, actually, we probably have a drawing too. But yeah,
The snake bracelet?
yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about this?
Oh, yeah, the bread smells
No,
so
I'm
good.
afraid I can't.
Maybe I'm hungry.
Okay, see if we have a sketch of that snake that you.
Okay.
No,
Can you tell me anything about this?
It's a snake.
No, I'm afraid I can't.
okay. Try to talk to him, see if there's anything new about the research.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
Yes, get out of my office. Human
Oh,
suck.
Rada drums. That's
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
Yes, Rada drums are used in most voodoo ceremonies.
Oh, this guy is so full of himself.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
I think we've asked this guy.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Secret voodoo houndful? Where, Mr. Knight?
In New Orleans?
Well, I don't know anything about a secret houndful in New Orleans. But if you find something along those lines, let me know.
Immortal Wish, I wish we would have won because I think that you would have deserved that win. And once again, thank you so much for all those gift subs. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and you did, and you did. So we thank you.
was it Black Voodoo.
Black Voodoo. Didn't we learn Black Voodoo from him?
Tell me what you mean by black voodoo.
Well, like any religion, the beliefs can tend toward positive or negative ends. Can be used for good or evil. Christianity, for example, has its doppelganger, Satanism. Anytime you attempt to set up an icon to explain evil, you invite some warped mind to worship it. The same is true of voodoo. There are those who are drawn by and desire personal power from
and then I'm going to grab something
darker,
to eat. Because that bread is
lower.
driving me crazy.
Can you tell me anything about that veve I showed you?
Okay, let's see.
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight. When I have anything concrete, I'll let you know.
Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So,
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
not too bad.
What else?
The Catholic Church has always dominated in New Orleans, and its imagery, in turn, has dominated New Orleans voodoo.
What do you know?
I wasn't interested before, but now, yes, I'd like to figure out where these people come from and what they're up to. They are obviously some very frightening and deadly serious voodoo.
What can you...
You already sat through my lecture on the subject.
Do you know...
I'm not...
Okay, let's see if there's anything else.
It's a newspaper.
Oh, let's read this.
The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is...
Okay, let's show this thing to him.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Okay, nothing special about that article, but that's kind of...
Can you tell...
No.
And a snake scale.
I have a question to ask that
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm...
What?
Well, you moved
Have you had any
fast.
luck with that beve?
Okay.
I'm still working on it, Mr. Knight. When I'm finished, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, when I'll be finished. You'll be the first to know. Ask that. Can you tell me about erectile dysfunction? Anyone make up any kind of questions to ask this guy? He is he is the quintessential. Can you tell me why my hands have all this hair on it? Well, that's next game. No, seriously, I'm not lying. That's. Can you tell me what drugs I can obtain for erectile dysfunction? Can you tell me where to get some drugs? But seriously, the next game is called The Beast Within, and Gabriel Knight becomes, spoiler, werewolf. So the hair on the things was not what you people, you dirty people, were thinking about. However, that is one problem that men probably never mind. Never. Woo! Woo! Scooby-Doo moment here. That's from Wayne's World. We go to the Scooby-Doo. Okay. But if you guys come up with any other questions you want to ask the good doctor, because he seems to know everything, so, you know. Where is the black market? Can you tell me where the black market is? Let's see. Can you tell me about this pimple on my I just noticed the guy has the fish behind his desk.
Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered
The
office.
fish are more exciting than he is. Can you tell me how to cure COVID? So we've been listening to this top 500 rock songs, classic rock songs weekend. And during the songs, they have all these commercials, it's radio, so they have these commercials. And one of the commercials says that this one place can cure COVID because you just pay like $800 to clean your entire house out of all the germs and all the diseases, and then you can cure COVID. You got $800? I don't have $800. But it is funny. Actually, two things are funny. It is funny that they can get away with saying something like that, for one. And the radio doesn't care. They just like, it's an ad. You guys are paying for the listeners' pleasures, so say what you want. But also that the fish are more interesting than this dude sitting right here. This guy, I can't think of who he reminds me of. Does anyone have an idea of who this guy reminds you of? Have you ever met someone like him? All right, what else do we need to do here besides look at old Mr. Snively, whiplash, friendly face?
I think he's not done with the research on the bed.
And he just was very clear about it. He can't tell us how to handle ED or any kind of other issues that we asked him.
Gabriel doesn't need to do that with the door.
What was Gabriel doing with the door?
See if you can go back to Molly.
Ooh, well, we did sleep with her, so, or we're assuming. I did say we were probably playing 20 questions last night and where to hide the pickle and all the other stuff. Hiding the pickle. That's a thing. All right, can you please just get up and leave? Walk your ass out the door.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
Good night, Mr. Knight. And good luck. All right. Let's click on the. How about we click on the door and get out? All right. Time to go see our baby girl. Because now we should just be able to let ourselves in and put on, run around the house in our skivvies and do the risky business. Dun, 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 dun. You can tell if he likes what I'm saying by his face. Okay, touch the door. I imagine we
The
still have
knocker
to
is
knock.
firmly attached to the front door.
All right, operate is the doorknob. Let me in, Jeeves. It's Robert, I think. His
Miss
name.
Getty is unavailable,
But-
Mr. Knight.
But she came to my bookstore last night, and we did the yoo-hoo and talked, and then what? And nothing. Oh gosh, we went out earlier for a Sunday drive, and there are so many people at the lake. You can't really. And how many people are doing the 6-foot adherence and wearing masks? Anyone? Okay. Well, that is no.
Is that from a big bag of chips?
Mm-hmm. Big bag. Not one. It is awful. I just don't understand people. I don't understand why they would so willingly take a risk. All right. So, we are waiting for Dr. Happy to finish the research. What if we take the bracelet to the Voodoo Museum and see Dr. Jean? I'm just chilling time till he comes
Hello,
back.
Dr.
I wear
John.
masks and gloves.
Glad
I
you could
can't
return
believe
to
people
us,
who
Mr.
don't.
Knight.
Yesterday was probably the most people I have seen wear a mask. We went over to the old apartment, turn in the keys to be done. Yay, I'm finished. No more. I have my own house, and I don't have the rental anymore. Good news. But we wore masks even in the house. We know the people, but we wore it, right? And thank you. And what else I was gonna say? Okay. But when we're just driving along, like in the car, there were quite a few people who were wearing masks. So I was pretty happy. And I braved the store and went in the store, and everybody had a mask on. And they were it was a garden store, and and Ace Hardware, and they were very strict about the 6 feet rule. They even had like sales clerks there making sure. So sales clerks who might have actually usually in the past been in the back stocking and unloading were actually sitting there, or standing there, you will, making sure everyone's 6 feet apart. I got.
No, you're not. You're busy
Well,
talking.
it's my stream. I'll talk.
Should I quit?
No, you should let me take the control, and I can.
You're
I
busy
wasn't.
talking.
I was going to show him something. I wasn't going to even talk to this guy. This guy puts me to sleep, even though he's the Angola
Does
guy.
this mean anything to you?
No.
No.
Wow, that was fast. Okay, what about the snake skin? He likes snakes. So show him a snake skin. Oh, a picture of a snake.
Those two objects would have.
All right, let's do that. So anyway, yeah, no. Like, that, no. Oh God, I think it crashed. The stream did. No? Hey, hang on. We didn't save after the professor, but we really didn't make any progress either. Scum VM crashed.
Ooh, sure.
Yeah, Scum VM just bust. Scum VM went. The screen came back, but Scum VM crashed. So we're gonna reload it again. I have Chad zip through. Oh, okay. All right. So this is not going. I don't think that's gonna work to load this. I hate when that happens. I never have any problems until we try to run the emulator, and I don't think it's just the game. It wasn't. So just give me a second here to get it back. It just takes a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not recognizing this, so I want to remove that one version. Anyway, that hope. What's on Chad's shirt? What's on Chad's shirt?
This is the Bull God from the band Monster Magnet. So this is the cover of their album Last Control.
I'll go ahead and get a little closer. Got a few minutes to try to. There you go. Oh God, that's a Monster Magnet shirt. A Slayer said it.
Yep.
So Crash has just died. That was day 4, and nice. Yeah. All right, just a second, guys. I know you cannot see the game because we're still trying to get XSplit to recognize that I can actually have a stream that I can add the source to. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. It's working. This first time.
Okay, make sure you have the drawing.
Okay.
Or is
Okay.
he dead? Or is he still alive?
He is. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Okay, see if you have
We'll know in a second if we have the snake drawing. Okay, so he is definitely dead because that guy wasn't going to let us lift up his shirt, while we're sitting in the pew talking to him. I'll be kind of awkward. Can I lift up your shirt and take a picture? Yeah, no, I think that's be a little awkward. Okay, all right, so we don't really have anything very useful to do here. So we got the door slammed in our face at Malia Getty's, and that gave us no points. We talked to the guy who is the professor, but we learned only that he's still working on the research.
Yeah, nothing.
So there was nothing new there. Do we have anything to show mostly?
No, I don't think so. Let's go back to the Voodoo Museum and try to talk about it.
All right, let's go talk to Dr. John, the happy
Hello,
guy.
Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
And just for Slayer's sake, because, well, you know what? We're going to save. I was like, you know what? We're gonna save. Day 4, it's fine. Still, we're doing fine. Take a look at the drummers again.
Gabriel wonders if that drummer is one of the cartel's messengers.
Okay. Dr. John. Hey, Dr. John, what's hanging?
So, how is the museum business?
Those who truly seek understanding are few, Mr. Knight. But even one can be an audience.
Oh, that's true.
Yep, sounds about like
Have you
my
gotten
shop.
stretched lately? Okay. All right. Let me talk to Dr. John.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Yes, I'm
Of
standing
course.
around doing
I
nothing
also
except
find our
holding up the
dialogue
building.
stimulating.
So let us talk to Dr. John about Rada drums.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
There are some against the wall, but I do not play myself.
You don't know anything about a drum code?
I do not believe there is such a thing, Mr. Knight.
Let us ask about Malia Getty.
Are you sure you don't know Malia Getty?
I know her very well
Quite
now.
sure, Mr. Knight.
I have carnal knowledge.
What is it?
Oh no, we went to the hoodoo and all the video historical current stuff before, didn't we?
Is there anything else I should know about
Yeah.
voodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Knight. The voodoo churches in the city have no need for secrecy.
You're sure you haven't heard the term Gabriel sans corps?
I am sure, Mr. Knight.
Do you know anything about Vevez?
I believe they have something to do with Haitian voodoo, but that is not really my area.
He's in a voodoo museum. I'm thinking he should know something.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
That sort of viewpoint makes my work very difficult, Mr. Knight.
I'm not implying that all voodoo is evil, but there are certain practitioners that use voodoo towards a darker end, aren't there?
It definitely. That was
No
really
one
weird
that
how
I
but the
am
game
familiar
crashed.
with.
The stream
If there are one
temporarily
or two
jixed.
ignorant believers, that is none of my concern. And I do not care to promote a Hollywood interpretation of voodoo by discussing it.
Okay, methinks you protest too much. I really don't think this guy knows more.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
That is all the answers there. Okay, wonder if they know that the police have called the case.
What makes you think the voodoo murders aren't being done by local practitioners?
Voodoo is a popular boogeyman, Mr. Knight, especially in New
Boogeyman.
Orleans. Anyone can pretend to use it, just as anyone can pretend to be a black belt in karate, and for the same reason, to intimidate. I know voodoo in this city, Mr. Knight, and believe me, it is not about killing. Even the police have stated that the killings have nothing to do with local voodoo.
And the case is closed. Exit.
Whether everything kind of updates is kind of a different thing, so.
Well, I'm wondering. Alright, so then we're going to show this guy this picture. Which now we're going to go around showing everybody. The
Do you
snake.
recognize this snake figure?
Yes, it looks like my snake right
How
over.
curious. Where did you find it?
Oh, just laying around.
Oh,
I
he said
would
no
throw
last
it
time.
away if I were you.
Why's that?
It looks like trouble to me, Mr. Knight.
Interesting.
He said no. I gave him the picture. He goes no. And Slayer even said something
try
about
the,
saying no.
Okay, try the,
Oh, maybe it was the bracelet. Maybe it was the bracelet we
Maybe.
gave him. And you were trying to give him the picture and the game crashed. I bet that's what it was. Because now if we give the bracelet, he says no.
Does this mean anything to you?
No.
And get it out of my face.
Okay.
I said, pretty much think we're done with.
show him the baby.
Isn't it kind of, he's part of this, isn't he? When you're
I
showing
think
him the
he is.
evidence.
That's the
Does
thing.
this pattern look
I
familiar
think
to
he's
you?
part of it.
He's part of
Where
this
did
shit.
you get that?
You do recognize it then?
Yes, it's
I
our
have never seen
baby.
it before in my life.
Why do you have it?
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
The only thing
never
is, like,
seen it.
No, yeah, where'd you get that? And then I've never seen it before. But you know, we'll be
You
back to
cannot
see you
open or
later,
close
Mr.
that.
Creepy.
Didn't,
The snake is too far away.
didn't
Given the man size, that doesn't seem advisable.
Grace say she was like, had studied some artistry or like did paint? Yeah, I think she mentioned she went to a painting class or something.
Yeah.
Because I think later on you have to.
Okay,
she
so, okay.
helps you out by painting a snake on your chest.
I am going to go see Grace then. But I'm trying to
No,
leave the
that's-
voodoo shop.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Saw ya.
Walk carefully
See
out
ya.
there, Mr. Knight.
Wouldn't wanna be ya. Alright, does she know anything? You have to be a priest every time
I
you talk
think
to her, right?
No.
Is this the end of day 4?
Yeah, day 4. Day 1 through 3 are.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Okay, so day
Really?
4 and
I forgot
the
you were
rest of them
gone.
skip fast then.
Yeah, the others are a lot faster. So I think 1 through 3 are the fastest ones. Unless we missed something.
Okay.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say?
The strap...
Okay, see if there's any more. new-
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
I'm gonna see if there's any messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Like Malia getting?
Nope. None right
wow,
now.
it was a one and done. Wow. Okay.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Find out what you can on Rada Drums.
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rhododrum? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
I bet life gets a lot better for
I can
Grace
see where
when
a
she finally has
Rhododrum book would be
computer.
incredibly urgent. Anything else?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, at number
I
3,
can't think of
they
anything.
use
Okay.
computers extensively, so.
All right, let's do this.
Those two objects would have no...
No.
Those two
Can I please just get that? Yeah, thank you.
Gabriel could ask Grace to use her paints and put a tattoo on his chest.
Oh.
But he should wait until he's ready to use it. It would probably wash off in the shower.
Okay, so like you mentioned before, oh, hold on. What about,
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
all right. So what if we give it back to Mrs. Cass? Madam Cass?
No, ours is a replica.
I know, but that's what, it's just me thinking of something funny. All right, in a time when things aren't funny. Let's see. Okay. So we have Grace now doing research on Rada drums. And we got the Rada drum guy sitting out in front of us. Do you want this thing here? Oh, it just crashed. I think Scum is being a pill. Thank you, Scum. All right. Okay. So I don't think it's Scum, but let's do one more launch of Stars and Bars and stuff. And we will relaunch Gabriel Knight. Remember, guys, you can go into the stream extensions and you can add little objects to the guys and stuff like that. So there is an update to Scum VM, and I wonder if that's what it wants, and that's why it keeps crashing, because it wants So that was day 4, and that's John's. And so, did we really learn anything from this guy at all?
No. Go back to that Madam Moonbeam.
Okay. Madam Moonbeam, straight ahead.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Come
Bombing
back
it!
again.
Exclamation! Bombing it! Right.
Try and show her.
We're gonna save.
Try and show her the markings that you drew from that were in the cemetery.
Mr. Knight, how nice to see you.
My pleasure, I'm sure.
Okay, what if we do this? What if we give her the bracelet?
Yeah, and we could probably
Show her the
Please,
picture of the snake.
be seated.
She likes snakes. So, and I don't mean like weird sexual snake stuff
But,
going on.
yeah,
She likes
this one,
snakes.
This one, show her that one.
Okay.
And then some of the other ones. We can also probably ask about Roddick.
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Ah, the voodoo code. It is very secret, yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Great. Can you tell me what it says?
Let's see.
Did you find
Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid. Whoever wrote this wasn't very good.
That's all right. Just
I
tell
feel
me
like
what it
all I ever
says.
scavenge
It
for
starts with a
is
D and a
screws
J,
for my
then-
gun.
Okay, this part makes sense. It says, conclave tonight, bring... Oh, then there's more nonsense. FWETKASH. Well, that last bit might mean cash. Fresh cash? It doesn't make much sense.
Okay.
That's okay, thanks.
All right. So
DJ Conclave. K-A-S-H. It's a start.
I'm happy I could help.
well, it's kind of like a deciphered puzzle, right? I mean, she
what it sounds
is
like.
learning. Yeah, I mean, you would learn how to a cryptogram.
I guess you can show some of these other
All right,
pieces.
we're gonna show her some other things.
Does this mean anything to you?
It's beautiful. I love it.
Whoops! Too bad it's not
Have
for
you
you.
ever seen anything like this before?
No, but if you know where I can buy one.
Sorry. It'll be rather hard to find one these days.
Oh, well,
Psych.
so be it.
Okay.
Oh, she did respond.
She did. The baby? I think we showed her this.
Does this mean anything to you?
These are magic symbols. Deep magic.
Really? Have you seen them before?
No,
Then how do you know they're magic symbols?
Seeker, my eyes are unveiled to see truly
Yeah,
that
we've
which
seen-
is in
we've
front of
seen
me.
this response.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised it went
Thanks.
through it again.
Tons.
Oh, you're back.
So Mike said, for F's sake, all I feel I do is scavenge for fiber optics and ballistic fiber. And that's because of your fancy armor you're currently sporting right there, Chump. Okay, hold on.
That snake.
Snake.
Snake tattoo.
Tattoo.
Right.
Does this mean anything to you?
Exactly.
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Okay, so she's gonna help.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, but we don't use those anymore.
Okay, probably start.
It did say that this is an old sack being brought back.
Could I ask you a few questions?
She's a new.
Of course, Seeker.
All right. Okay.
Do you know anything about Rada
So
drums?
I'm looking around for
I don't know
backup
anything about that.
when, and that's a good point. You should definitely have backup.
Oh, maybe see.
Can have a voodoo doll. Well, whose name will be? I mean, who will it look like there, Cinemasker? Will it look like me? Will it look like him? Will it look like my Kate? Should we be concerned? Veve?
Do you know anything about bebes?
I don't know anything about that.
I think because he is starting to have like dreams and hallucination, that there must be a voodoo doll, or there will be a voodoo doll of him. Okay, animal masks.
Tell me about the animal masks.
I don't know what else to say about that.
But somewhere in the world, Conan Bryan's like, ow, my arm hurts, ow, my heart. Gree.
Give me an example of a gris-gris.
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match, and a spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Stab the Conan doll in the ass or in the front region. A little painful. A little bit violent. But that deserves a score. Okay, so what else did you want to know? Did you know about
Do you
black
know anything
voodoo?
about black?
Is she the one who taught us about it?
It is the oldest, darkest heart of voodoo.
These people in this game creep the hell out of me. Creep the F out of him. Yeah, they're kind of, yeah. Well, this is supposed to be getting kind of creepy. I've been interested if they would have made this nowadays. I think it would be a lot more graphic.
Well, I mean, they did remake it.
But I mean, to actually do a story like this would be a lot more graphic. I think we're pretty much done.
Well, but look, I mean, we got some points for showing her that scratching, so that
Yeah.
might have been something that we missed. That we didn't
All right.
finish up.
Okay.
So, save it.
Saving it. Saving it. Just like my cave says, saving it. Moonbeam. Yep, notice you cannot make a voodoo doll yet. Or doll.
That was in one guy.
Okay. So let's get up and get away from Madame Creepiness.
Please remain seated within the protective circle. There are spiritual currents in this room that I can't always control.
Thanks for the warning.
I'm locked to the chair. I cannot leave. Okay, exit.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
You could be right, Cinemaster. You could be
Open
right.
your mind and heart, and the way will be clear to you.
Why wouldn't
I'll
they
give it
make,
my
if
best
he's getting
shot.
too close to the truth and they don't want him and he's not part of their party,
There
Why-
we
Gabriel
go.
decides to go home.
That's-
why wouldn't they make a voodoo doll?
Unfortunately, I think it crashed after we had asked Grace about running them, so probably need to go and ask her.
First thing in the morning. Okay. Because this is day 5. Or this is upcoming day 5. Ooh. You want to come over and see me, baby?
Hello.
It's me. I can't sleep.
Me neither.
It was so
Can
cute.
I?
Yes. Come.
Well. Well then. I'll quote what Cinemaxers, but damn. Sex on the dial. Ain't no big surprise. Just pour me some drinks and I'll tell you some lies. Okay. The road was blocked. The truth was shunned. The flight flag had been waved. Reverso cost me all I have and everything I braved. Day 5. Is this day 5's cutscene? Just wait for it, or no? Okay. All right, day 5. Read the paper, talk to Grace. Those are the first 2 things on the priority list. Am I even home, or am I just rolling in? Yep. Whoa. Whoa, it was a long night. Now can I go see her house? When you think about it, it's
Are you
been
okay,
2
Gabriel?
times I've been engaged.
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now, what's up?
You got another package this morning. FedEx from Germany.
Ooh, FedEx from Germany.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Right here,
Well,
buddy.
it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang in a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble. In case you don't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
Wow, things just keep happening.
I got it.
Hi, baby. How was it?
St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge, I'm glad you called. Did you... You did? Wait, slow down. The Aigri? Really? You think that's them? The wheel within a wheel? Ogun Badagri, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Gambala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom, okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo. Well, why would the Veve show up there? Okay. 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 Look, I'll come over as soon as I can. Okay. Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay.
You mean
Thanks.
Professor...
See ya.